Well, good morning, everybody. Isn't it glorious to be here? I'm Marge Pearson, and I am here to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living, Tacoma, to those of you in person and those of you who are online. And we're so happy that you're here with us today. Our musicians today are Yangco on the clarinet, and our very special guest musicians are Heartdream. And a little factoid that I learned is that today, or this week, is their 52nd wedding anniversary, and they have been singing together every single day since the first time they met. So think about how many days that is out of 52 years. Our audiovisual team is Erik, Perrohe, Ron Edens, and India Grace. And our practitioners today are Susan Blake on platform and Angelina O'Connor holding high watch our consciousness in the back. And thank you to our beautiful greeters today, Elizabeth Nash and Gloria Morris, who met you with a big smile as you came in the door and offered up lots of hugs. Also to Kathy for coordinating our coffee service today, and to Kaylin and her helper who are teaching and caring for our children. And our speaker today is our beloved Reverend Drew Ebersole. So for announcements, please look at your programs for announcements of important information about all of the fantastic things happening here at CSL Tacoma. And for folks joining us online, please visit our website at csltacoma.org and explore the heading, What We're Up To. Practitioners will be in the room at the back after service holding a prayer circle. Please join them if you are in need of prayer. If you're new today and are comfortable raising your hand, please do so that we can say hello and offer up a welcomer's packet. We also invite you to join us after service for refreshments and some authentic connections. I think I know we have one here because I met him. Yes, Mr. Jerry right in the back there. So the Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma is a peaceful, loving, and joyful spiritual community connected through a shared set of values, principles, and practices. We embody and awaken an understanding of our oneness with Source and all of life. We are committed to individual transformation, healthy relationships, and being a beneficial presence to our community and our planet. Our vision is to create a world that is thriving in harmony. Your presence does make a positive difference, and you are most welcome here. And now it is time for our minister's moment with Reverend Drew Ebersole.
All right, good morning. Good morning. What's happening? What's going on in your world today? All right, here we go. Just a couple of brief things. Today is a special Sunday, fifth Sunday of the month. It's called Tune-Ups. And tune-ups is if you, the practitioners, if all the practitioners can stand in the room who are here today. All right, so you look around, you see a couple. We have, all right, four. And then Suzanne's walking, and she's already standing. That's perfect, Suzanne. Good timing. Great job. You're already standing. So tune-ups are, after service, you get to grab a practitioner of your choice and go off to a little corner somewhere downstairs, wherever, and just talk for about 15 minutes about something you're really wanting to see happen in your life. It's a way to touch and feel the power of treatment in action. And I'm sure Linda will help out too, because she's a minister and she's amazing.
Ask for prayer, actually.
Okay, all right. She wants it, but she may give it too, so it's a give and take type of thing. Linda Rapon's a minister and amazing on the national level. She's here with us, but back to the point. Grab them after service. It'll be as we're kind of collecting and having coffee, and you can just grab them and say, I want to pray for something. I want to see something happen, because thoughts become things. That's the reality. Your brain is the most complex thing in the known universe. There are more neural connections than there almost are stars in the visible galaxy or beyond. So that complexity, you put it to use. And you start to think consciously about what you want to create. And when you do that, you're in vibrational harmony with everything else. And when that happens, then amazing miracles happen in your life. I'm just saying. So come and join tune-ups and get a feel for that. Or if you know what they are, just come and grab them and pray for a little bit. Also, Food for the Soul is rocking. And I think Brian had his event on Friday night or Saturday night. It was last night, all right? We've had a tea party with George and many wonderful people that Sue Bob and Tracy hosted. We've had Justin's party. Has there been any other parties so far? Or has that been it so far? We have lots more coming. So just know that it's a great thing that we're doing, and thanks always goes out to the abundance team. When you hear the term A-team, it means abundance team, the team that's creating abundance. And to Sue Bob and Darlene and Tracy and, of course, Leslie for creating all that. So that's beautiful. Tracy wanted to come up and talk about potluck next week, because I think we're kind of getting back in that time again. So Tracy, come on up. And Tracy's amazing at doing lots of work here, and she's an amazing volunteer. So her and George are going to tell you about potluck.
Good morning. So there was discussion of maybe not doing potluck this month, and I said, no, I really want it because that's my social time. That's my social time for the month. So I volunteered to help lead it, and I could use a couple more volunteers for cleanup if anybody's interested. But I have a set of volunteers in place, so we're going to be doing a 4th of July theme. I mean, we have hamburgers and hot dogs being supplied, buns, condiments, the fixins for that. If everybody could pitch in and bring your favorite 4th of July dish, coleslaw, macaroni salad, potato salad, baked beans, any corn on the cob, anything you can think of, and we will just have a wonderful 4th of July party on July 6th downstairs. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Thanks very much. All right, take a deep breath in. Arrive in the moment. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do except this right here, right now, to elevate yourself, to connect with a higher purpose in your life. That's why we're here. And one way you do it is gratitudes. These are in your program. They may soon be populating in the back of your seats, but you can find them, the slips everywhere. Write them down. We read them every Sunday. So once you take these in, because as we say, your brain is not provincial about gratitude. It's not like my gratitude, your gratitude. It's our gratitude. That's how we feel oneness. So celebrate with these gratitudes together. My new CSL friend, who asked me to sit with her today during service, which is lovely. Tuesday, bread making, meditation and prayer. The delicious samplings of eating that bread, love in all its forms. Reverend Drew, course for Shortcut to a Miracle. How many people got to take that course? The Shortcut to a Miracle. That's pretty good. That was awesome. Good for you. Celebrating my news that my brother, I can't read what they wrote, but visiting. I read that, okay. My brother's visiting. Setting boundaries in love. Right? That's good. Happy time with family, better days, motivation to be creative, having a smile on my face and gratitude in my heart. For Spirit is with me in all ways as I navigate, caring from afar. My wonderful partners, creativity wielding its force on me. I hope I read that right. The teaching of CSL, openness, my eyes of a new way of seeing love every day. My life being a kaleidoscope of beautiful colors, people, and new positive perspectives. I will have 3 years of sobriety. Life is a precious gift in my CSL tribe that has been my healing home. Just breathe that in for a second, right? That feels good. All right, and now we're off to some spectacular musical adventures and journeys. Thank you.
The first song we're going to do is called One in Love Om. And Steve and I love to visit sacred sites, and we go to Hawaii quite often, usually Maui. And we were in a rainforest, and feeling all the vibration of all the plants feeding each other, the moisture in the air, every molecule as one. It was like creating the sound of Om to us. So this song is called One in Love Om.
In the peace of God's grace, rainbow colors flow. walking the path of love, where our soul can grow, one in love, ooh, one in bliss, ooh, birth in peace from the very start, one in God's compassionate heart, resting still in the silence, seeing the truth within, spirit awakening, where all peace begins, one in love, ooh, one in bliss, ooh, birth in peace from the very start, one in God's compassionate heart. From the depths of our being, releasing everything, living out loud and knowing, in faith we trust and sing, one in love, ooh, one in bliss, ooh, birth and peace from the very start, one in God's compassionate heart, one in love, ooh, one in bliss, ooh, birth and peace from the very start, one in God's compassionate heart, one in love.
Ooh, wow, thank you. You transported us. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Wherever you found yourself during that music, I invite you to just remain in that space. Take a nice deep breath and release it. Close your eyes if you wish. Feel that vibrational energy. Know that that is spirit. What makes that vibrational energy is you are a conduit for the universal, infinite energy and vibration that is God, Spirit, Mother Nature, flowing through you, flowing through everything. It unites us as one. So we are one big vibrational body of energy. And I'm so grateful that each one of you comes together at this space and shares your energy and grows from it and expands from it. And today, grateful for Reverend Drew sharing with us this message of vibrational energy so that we may burst forth from our very cells and expand outward, healing and growing and expanding our planet of consciousness. I am so grateful for this, knowing this truth and feeling this experience. And so I release this into the law, knowing that it already exists, it is already manifesting. And so it is. So I have two readings. Just sorry, I did it backwards. I couldn't help it. I was in the flow of music. So from Anton St. Martin, your energy is always your first impression, right? Leads the way. It is the foremost perception others will have of you. This initial energy introduction is a calling card you cannot fake, right? So awesome. And from Nikola Tesla. I should know that. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It's who you are. All right, thank you.
This next song was also written in Maui at the top of Mount Haleakala. The summit has this most beautiful place where you can sit, and we saw our image projected into rainbows, and it was beautiful, and we always meditate up there. It's just incredible. You have to wait till everybody leaves, though, because they'll all come for the sunrise, and then they'll leave. After they leave, it's very, very quiet, and it's gorgeous, and it's very celestial, and talk about oneness. This song is definitely about that. It's called One from the Beginning. And the chorus is really easy to learn. So we're going to sing it. After we sing it the first time, you'll have it. So join us on the choruses, and at the end, there's an extended outro of it. So we really want to hear your voices.
One from the beginning, as is will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as is will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One, one.
Inside our soul resilient, harmonic joy within the bliss. Delve into our truth. intro.
One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One from the beginning, as it will always be, all one together, forever, eternally. One.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Let's hear it again one more time for that. Amazing. So just breathe, take a deep breath in, breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Feel the resonance of what you just experienced. Could you sense that? So we listen all around us, and we have vibrations happening everywhere in sound, music, all the time. We feel vibrations that are happening around us all the time. Well, guess what? That's because you are vibrational energy. That is the construct through which we experience all of existence as vibrations. The theory is called resonance theory of consciousness, and it's pretty wild. Ready to take a little trip with me? We're going to find out about what that means. Okay, here we go. So we hear it, we feel it, we sense it, we know we are it. It's the power of vibration. It's the human frequency of human emotions, but it's also the human frequency, or the frequency of existence itself in everything we see. So two sources I'm going to be quoting today are The Power of Vibration, which is by Leslie Grounds in June 2023, and Tim Hunt, the affiliate guest professor at the University of Cal State Santa Barbara, have written some great pieces putting this meta-analysis of resonant energy, what we are. This feels like solid matter. It's not. What they posit is that it's a resonance theory of consciousness itself, okay? So I'm going to read from this a little bit. Suggests that resonance or synchronized vibration is at the heart of not only human consciousness, but physical reality in general. Everything around us has an obvious characteristic of a unique vibration. As Albert Einstein said, everything in life is vibration. So here's what it is. We're all vibrational energy. Vibration is the periodic back and forth motion of particles. Frequency and vibration are interchangeable here, so you're going to hear those terms a lot. All things in the universe are constantly in motion. Even objects that appear to be stationary are in fact vibrating, oscillating, resonating, variance frequencies. Resonance is a type of motion characterized by oscillation between two states. And obviously, it's vibration as an underlying field at every scale in all of nature. So this is called synchronized vibration in the way we move. So what are synchronized vibrations? Well, Fries, a researcher, calls the concept communication through coherence. There's a lot of science at first, so hang with me. It's not a lecture. We're not at UCal Berkeley. Here we go. I'm just going to talk to you about this a little bit. For those that are more logically minded, say, well, that sounds great, but energy, isn't that woo-woo? No, it's not woo-woo. It's real. We are it. And there can be a lot of woo-woo. Who are fans of woo-woo? I'm a fan of woo-woo. You can have both. They're not mutually exclusive. It's really cool. So synchronization in terms of shared electrical oscillation rates allows for smooth communication between the neurons of your brain and groups of neurons and fields of consciousness. We have the kind of synchronized coherence inputs. They arrive at random phases. And so the neuron excitability in your brain, if it's at random phases, it's ineffective. It can't really communicate well, or it's much less effective. So mathematician Stephen Stogratz, he provides an example in physics, biology, chemistry, and neuroscience that say, in terms of neuroscience, sync. It's called sync, he calls it. How it emerges from chaos in the universe and forms nature and daily life. So out of this chaos, things start to synchronize and create some sense of something beautiful that is profound, wonderful. It has a sense of order to it, a synchronicity to it, right? And we just felt that with the music. I'll come back to talk about it in a minute. But what you're hearing is harmony, synchrony. We're hearing vibrational energies coming together in a beautiful format to realize that we are one with this vibration. When we are disharmonious, we are discordant, we are out of sync. It feels bad. We feel bad because we're disconnected from the source, or we feel like we are. It's an illusion. But we don't sense our harmony with one. So he says that over the past decade, Professor Schooler and I developed a theory, what we call resonance theory of consciousness. We suggest that resonance is another word for synchronized vibration, is the series of consciousness itself. Now here's what's pretty wild. This is what I've been reading about. It's saying consciousness comes from actual vibrational energy. So there's intelligence at some level, but all things have a level of consciousness. And this explains why ants can do what they do, which is miraculous, right? I've talked about before how I've seen ant colonies that have developed some engineering technology, which is phenomenal. So they go out and they harvest these leaves and they bring them back. You think the ants are going to eat the leaves. But no. They use the leaves in a kind of farming system to create a fungus that they can then consume and gives them life and energy. So they're farmers. They're farming this green foliage in the wild to bring back. But here's a trick. That fungus that was created lets off a carbon emission, CO2, that can poison the colony and they can't breathe. So what do? They engineered where the prevailing winds come from across the plains. And they engineered it to put funnels up toward the prevailing winds and funnels that escape out so the air flows through. It's like an HVAC system. So they can not only harvest what they need to in the wild, organized, create a little farm this fungus, share the fungus in a communal fashion, but they also found a way to not let it be toxic to them. That is consciousness resonance right there. There's a consciousness and awareness that is transcendent of intelligence. It's phenomenal, and it's how we all live. Trees have this. We think trees can't feel. Oh, hang on a second. Hold on. There's a neural network of roots that, amazing, the fungus keeps coming out today, but I'm a fun guy, so I guess it's all right. What? Did I say something? Okay. But the roots use fungus to communicate. They share information, they share resources. The forest is a neural network of life itself. Right? There was even an example of this stump in the forest that had lost all foliage. It was just a stump, like a little stump, but it was living. It had sap flowing through it. And they found out it was because the resources of the trees around it fed it. They fed it what it needed to be alive because there's a sense of compassion in the forest. That's from whence we're born. That's why we're here today. We are warriors for that sense of connected compassion in our universe. And we can be fierce, and we can be loving, and we can be joyful about it, but we will absolutely bring that into human existence bar none. You are warriors for that compassion. And your vibrational energy, those communications that happen, are vibrations in the network. They're vibrating and moving that energy throughout in a physical format. Your brain does it, your body does it, we do it with one another, we do it with animals, trees. If you've ever gone out, hug a tree, right? Hug a tree, because you can feel the resonance of it if you calm yourself down, if you have subtle awareness for what is really happening. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we have this awareness of what's going on here a little bit. Think of this. Just put it in real practical terms. A glass, an opera singer, she sings a tone. What happens to the glass? It shatters. That's the resonance of vibration. She hits a vibrational tone that matches the glass, in this case, not always necessarily pleasant, but it's real and impactful. How do you explain that? That's vibrational energy in a more obtuse format that we can witness. That's what we're seeing a little bit. So why does this matter? Why does it matter? Because matter is not really solid. It's vibrational energy. They're interchangeable. So how you love, how you exist, how you care for one another. Just reach out if everyone's good with it and just touch your neighbor on the shoulder for a second and confirm that network of vibrational energy. We are here together in this. What you've just done is share and increase your vibrational tendencies to connect with one. Take a deep breath in. How does it feel? Because you are alive with love right now. Do you see that? You've raised your frequency in that small act. And that is what not only spiritualists and philosophers, but also quantum physicists think is the core from which we were born. There's some vibrational energy. When we say, Om, we're connecting with something that we can actually hear that is allowing us to feel that vibrational energy together. And that is real. Studies have shown the correlation between human mood and physical health to sound and vibrational frequency. One conducted in the National Library of Medicine shows that chronic exposure to extremely low frequencies, electromagnetic fields that resulted in poor quality sleep, depression, reported feelings of stress and anxiety. These are physical effects in the fields of 600 hertz, approximately. Higher risk of cancer. And they're an example of negative effects on the human brain and bodies. This is fear, this is anxiety. This is yelling and screaming. These are things that cause dissonance in us often. On the upside, frequencies in the kind of music we heard and the kind of love, compassion we have, those vibrational frequencies, such as about 174 hertz, are also known as healing frequencies. And they're associated with reduced pain and stress. They remove negative impacts on the body, and they promote higher levels of consciousness and elevated states of being. And by the way, when you're there, when you listen to people, this is how it works in behavior, and we're going to do a little demo in a minute too. But when we are kind, when we are compassionate, we raise frequencies. And in that frequency, we can increase our performance, our job performance, by about 30%. We have job success at about 75% greater rate. Our creativity increases almost 300%. These vibrations are being more in sync. And so, like I said, compassion, love, authenticity, they're in abundance here. That's what we're creating in this world. That's why we're here. We're here to feel good and love each other, but we're here for a bigger purpose than that. We're here to be part of an revolution of the power of love. The frequency of love, and having people remember that they are that frequency. Because when you are, boy, you feel like you can light up the world. You feel like you're on fire from the fire that generated life itself. And it works in all kinds of situations. Tammy Jo Schultz was an amazing pilot for Southwest Airlines and had to come up through a very kind of, male-dominated profession and be fearless and be strong and be mindful. And she credits all that to the occurrence that allowed her to be a hero. Southwest was taking off from New York City to go to Dallas. And right when they had cruising altitude, an engine blew up and blew a hole in the side of the plane. Masts came down. People were getting sucked out. It wasn't clear if they could survive. But as this was going on, chaos was ensuing, people were screaming. Tammy Jo Schultz came over the intercom and spoke loudly and clearly enough for everyone to hear. She said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to land our plane safely in Philadelphia, and you will be all right and in the loving arms of your families. And in that moment, everyone's vibration changed. And everyone calmed down. And they started caring for each other. And they started listening. And they started being attentive and loving and sweet. And she kept them posted. We're nearing Philadelphia. She goes, hang on, it's going to be a little bumpy. We're going to come in just fine. And they did. They landed the plane beautifully. And everyone erupted in joyous confirmation of being alive. But you know what was even more amazing than that? As they got off the plane, everyone asked to hug her. And they said to her, thank you for what you said. It meant the world to me and allowed us to be here safely. Not for your piloting skills, not for the amazing things you did to perform to save our lives, for the way you connected with us in resonant harmony that allowed us to feel calm. That was the power. And that power is transcendent over everything. Everything. There's no small ball things in our life that can compare to the power of calm, loving, authentic resonance. That is the power. That is the power that will live on forever. And that, again, is why we're here. Here's a way to look at it in terms of what we create, too. Let me get this quote right here. 1 second. Everything that is a result of vibration. And if you don't like the result, change the vibration. That's all. And this is a little conversation. How do I change the vibration? Think differently. How do I think differently? That's the way I've always thought of it. Well, if that's the way you've always thought of it, start paying attention to how the thoughts feel instead of the content of the thought. Pay attention to how the thoughts feel rather than the content of the thought. That's Abraham Hicks. And I sometimes like them or not, but this is a brilliant quote, so I want you to hear it. Truth can come from anywhere. Pay attention to how the thoughts feel instead of the content of the thought. That's vibrational energy in thinking. Do you see how that works? You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And you are vibrational energy. So paying attention to that vibrational energy can change everything. You know, it works in little funny ways, too. I remember I was flying an airline, and it was Christmas Eve one time. And I thought, well, they probably don't really want to be here, some of them. Maybe some are Jehovah's Witnesses or Jews, and it's fine. You don't have to like Christmas at all. It's good. But some maybe not. And either way, it's still a special occasion. So I bought these little silly beanie bears for all the stewardesses and the pilots to give them a little gift. They were non-religious, non-specific for the holiday, just a beanie bear. And I gave them out, and you would have thought I'd like given them some kind of lottery ticket that's a winner, right? They were all like, oh my God, I can't believe a beanie baby. And they were all showing them off and they're playing with them in the aisle. And they're like, look at mine, look at mine. They're having little beanie baby wars and fights and love and all other stuff. They're like, yay. And it was phenomenal, the energy that it created. It created this joy. And they started singing on the plane and we started having fun. And then they come over and they're like, do you want to come up to first class? I'm like, does a bear live in the woods? Yeah, I want to go to first class. I never did it for that reason, but look at the outcomes that happen when you resonate like that. Suddenly, I'm in first class. with my little beanie baby. So in simple ways, like when you're all here and you greet people at that door, or you sit next to them, like we're here in the gratitude, a friend asked me to sit with them, right? That's resonant energy happening in front of you. And it happens in miraculous ways. So we know we're this complex group of vibrational energy. Our cells are vibrating, molecules are vibrating, and coming into harmony is really important. There's some work from Dr. Emoto. I've shared this before. I'm going to share it again just to remember. And it has to do with the thoughts as vibrational energy to affect matter. So he would take water from the Tokyo Dam, and at first he would freeze it and slice it, and the crystal formations in that water were deformed and they weren't very aligned. There was a dissonance because the Tokyo Dam is kind of polluted, and there's a lot of like high negative energy around there, people fighting, or cities, everything that can happen. And so what he did was he got that water, same water, and he placed words on it that people sat around and they thought about: gratitude, love, thank you, just those words. And they would sit around for a while and they would meditate on these words and put that energy, vibration, whatever you want to call it, into the water. Then he froze it, sliced it again, and guess what happened? It was beautiful. The crystal formations that they found were gorgeous, elegant, and different with each word. So different words have different vibrational energy. Two of the highest vibrational energies they found are gratitude and authenticity. Isn't that wild? Being authentic has a resonance on its own that is almost the highest vibration. I'm authentic. Which is good, because we don't want to be a happy clappy church, right? Center. You don't have to come in here and just be all joyful. Come as you are. Bring what you have. Be authentic, because that authenticity is a deep love and compassion. We love you as you are. You love each other as you are. That's a deep resonance, and it's transformative. All right, now I'm going to do a little example. I'm going to go over and do a little bit of piano. So camera, come with me. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Let's go check out what's happening in make-believe land. Won't you be my neighbor? All right. Okay. So this is how it works. This is how it works. And remember, this is what you can hear. There are vibrations happening in us, around us, that you can't hear, you can feel or sense or even know about, but they're all around us. But this is the most audible way to do it. So we're gonna sense this a little bit. So the first one is how you resonate with yourself, okay? So this is the way I talk to myself, or the way I'm looking at myself, forgiving myself, loving myself, whatever it might be. And I'll use my own example. So I look in the mirror, and when I had my accident and my face was deformed, and I'm kind of just looking in the mirror. And I see it's not really pretty. Right? And if I keep that story going, I don't like myself, I look so ugly, it's unbelievable, I can't go out in public like this. I'm a disaster, it's awful, it's crushing to me. What am I gonna do? I don't know if I want to be alive. Take a breath. Can you feel that? See the dissonance? See the disharmony we're creating with our own thinking about ourselves? Now, let's come at it again. I look in the mirror, I see myself, don't like what I see, and I'm conscious. I'm beautiful as I am. Yeah. Everything's all right. There's a purpose to this. And I can feel us in. But I know it's all perfect and beautiful. Start to love who I am. good. Right? Take a deep breath again. How do you feel? Thank you. But just notice how that makes you feel right now. How do you feel hearing that beauty, that harmony, that little mini symphony from a simple song of loving yourself? That's a deep resonance. Let's look at how we talk to other people. We're in a conversation, right? Now, someone disagrees with us. We know we're not connecting with them in the right way. Turns into arguments, anger, violence, hatred. You know where this is going, right? What are we doing with that? Are we living our higher purpose? Battling constantly? At war? What if it sounds like this? Somebody disagrees, we add in, and again, we harmonize a little bit. I'm going to have a little help from my friends here. Now, if we have monotone, we never change. Echo chamber, same thing. So we harmonize a little bit, and we find out we can sing a different song together.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long. You're gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
That's it. And I'm going to have them stay here for a second because we're going to talk about the resonance at a bigger level, connecting with the universe itself. Are you ready? So we know what dissonance sounds like, right? We know to pay attention to that dissonance. Remember, it's not the contents of the thought always, it's the way you feel with the thoughts you're thinking, right? So let's come into harmony here.
When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there'll be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be.
Everybody, let it be.
Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be.
One more time.
Let it be.
Let me hear you.
Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Yeah.
So love is the answer, guys. Getting out of that rat race of thinking it's fighting and battling all the time. And let me be very clear. We're going to stand for peace and justice, and we're going to fight inequality in a sense of loving inequality to the point where it becomes equality. We must be fearless warriors for this. Why? Because we have to do it differently. Because eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And we have got to be the example. The world looks to us to know what to do at this time. The world's going to look to you for who you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to show up. If we can do this the right way, and we're fearless in our courage about it, we can absolutely raise the vibration of the very planet itself by coming into resonance from the love, as Darlene knows so well, from whence we were born. I'm going to share with you one more example of this in my life. So, I was about to have my brain tumor removed, but I wanted to attend this conference where I was being the head meditator and doing a talk about the power of meditation. This was to a group of physicians, okay, in Seattle. Very high level, very bright, very intelligent people that love good, obvious evidence. That's why I read all the science in the beginning, in case any of you are physicians or scientists, right? And so I'm there, and I haven't told them that I was going to have literally brain surgery the following day. Literally, the following day. And I start to deliver this message about the power of love and compassion, how it helps you heal, helps your patients heal, how it helps everyone heal and feel better. It has amazing outcomes for you and everyone you can imagine. And then one of the physicians, who was my friend, got up and said, do you know, and it was wonderfully received, beautiful ovation, and they felt the resonance of it. And he goes, do you know that this man is going to have brain surgery tomorrow? And there was this like gasp throughout the crowd. This large group of physicians just were like floored that I could do this and still be in resonant harmony with a sense of love and healing. And they came up to me as a massive group of humanity and encircled me and put hands on me in this web of interconnected resonance. And they just prayed for me. And my knees almost buckled from the pure power of compassionate love that I felt. And I don't know if that's what allowed me to be alive today. It was the love of my wife and family and people that cared for me, the doctors, the surgeons. But I can tell you right now, that sure helped it a ton. That was massively powerful to feel that. And when we do that, when we truly use that love and that power, it becomes a force that is untouchable and unyielding in this world. Unyielding in a soft and beautiful way that, like the music we heard, or the way you sang, or the way you reached out and connected, it absolutely changes everything. From that place, you can absolutely stand for justice and love and power. But if you come from it from a place of discordance and dis-ease, you're only going to add to it. So stand with all your heart for what's important today in our world. Stand up to be fair and just and loving and compassionate to all people, but do it from a place of absolute conviction that the power of love is transcendent over everything. Be that change, because the world needs that change. I want you to take a second now and raise the vibrational frequency with those around you by acknowledging our interconnectedness, our love, and our compassion. And our system is wave if you want to wave, got to wave, handshake if you want to handshake or high five, hug if you want to hug, but let's raise the vibrational frequency right now. Let's go for it. Dude, yeah, awesome. That was awesome, man. Awesome, Fire. I love you. I love you very much. Hey, I love you guys. So good to see you. So good to see you. Nice to meet you. I'm Reverend Drew. Pleasure to meet you. Can I give you a hug? Not a hug. All right, let's shake hands then. Shake hands. High five? Maybe. All right. Good to see you. Dude. Love you very much. You too. You're so good.
Thank you. You too.
Love you.
Special hug. Thank you.
Love you guys. Love you. Dude, let it be. Let it be. All right, all right, all right. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Peace. Loving. All right. Let's come back. Let's come back. Let's come back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back and sit down. Come on back. It's okay. Come on back. Come on back.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey. All right. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on, everyone. Come back and sit down. Come back and sit down. Oh my golly. Okay. I let the dogs out. All right. Come on back and sit down. We need you to sit down. Come on back. Come on back and sit down. Wow. Okay. All right. Come on back. Come on back. All right. Wow. I had no idea. All right, I did have an idea. But isn't it great? That's your vibrational energy. And that's what they call syncing up. You're syncing up. The way it can often seem mysterious, but it's described as phenomenon of spontaneous organization. You just spontaneously organized. Wouldn't it be good if you could do that in your house? So here's what we know today. You're going to remember that every word you use, every act, everything you do strikes a chord. That chord can be over powerful resonance to create harmony. That's why our vision is thriving in harmony, thriving in harmony. That's thriving in conscious resonance with everything. And love is the baseline for all this. And then we act out of compassion. We act out of gratitude. We act authentically. We care about one another. And soon, we are just humming with the very song of the universe itself. And let me tell you, from everything I know, and this is from unshakable faith, that's why we're here. That's our reason for being on this planet at this time, to acknowledge that that vibration of love is absolute, powerful, pure, and beautiful. So go forward, strike a chord for love, and let's see the world transform. Thank you very much. And if our greeters would get ready to come forward. I know that you're going to be resonating with your gift today, what you're giving. That has energy. Put energy into it, into the plate. Watch it go forward. And let's hear the music and allow the resonance of that to raise our vibration even higher. So, Benny? Oh, let's say the blessing first. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. With infinite gratitude, so it is. We recognize with gratitude, which is high vibration, that which we give. The meditation, the prayer, everything. Soak it up, become it, and let it fly out into the world freely. Thank you for your generosity.
Phew, that's right. So I invite you all to just take a moment and notice what you're feeling. That is spirit. It needs no other words. It is present with you every moment, in every time, in every space. The beauty is that each of us is part of this vibrational resonance, always. And today, transformation has occurred. Healing is happening right now in each and every one of us. So grateful. So we take this moment and move forward, continuing to transform this world that we live in. And I release this prayer into the law, knowing that it is the truth and it is happening right now. And so it is.
By Sue Riley and Karen Taylor Good, and it's so perfect for today. It's called I Choose Love, and we'd love for you to sing it with us.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One choice unites us, let this be the one. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
Go forth, put your hand on your neighbor's shoulder and say, we choose love. We choose love. We can make the world a better place. Strike a chord. Have a great day.